Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Heading to the hospital.
Just giving y'all an update. I'm gonna go have my procedure done on my heart. So
We're really kind of not sure exactly what's going to happen. When she went in for her lab stuff, they were like, could be stents, could be a full-blown bypass. We just don't know. That's what the Cath is for. So anyway, I'm just recording this, and I might record some other tidbits later. I'm always kind of iffy about putting stuff like this on the internet, but in a way, you could kind of look back at it and little footage of the hospital. All right, so Debbie had a heart catheter done. They did not have to do stents. We really don't know what's going on. She's going to get out. She did not need stents or a bypass. This doctor was sure she was going to need stents. So we're kind of at a loss as to what exactly is going to have to be done now. I mean, Debbie's been sick for almost 2 years, and her EKG was pretty jacked up, and she had came out pretty poorly on a stress test and some other indications. However, this heart doctor says her heart cath was perfect, and evidently a couple of other doctors agreed. So it's pretty great that she came out and she gets to hear that her heart's perfect. But by the same token, she's actually a little upset because so many people had said when you get stents, you feel better immediately. Well, when you've been sick for a couple of years and you've got some hope to feel better, like I said, we've been told it's pretty much instantaneous. Once you get a stent in, all of a sudden all that blood flow comes back. Well, she didn't need stents or bypass, so she's still going to feel like shit now. Not to mention the small miracle we pulled off paying for this thing. I don't know. I don't get it. Her daughters have a lot of questions. I don't blame them. What was the hurry in getting this done? We had our first visit with the cardiologist. He wanted to do this thing the next day. He was so confident. I mean, we're going to have a follow-up with him in the office, but I've got some questions to ask him, and I don't know that he's going to like them all. I mean, this money could have went somewhere else to try to figure out what's going on with Debbie's health. They really shouldn't tell people that they're going to have something like stents put in before they've done a heart cath. because the fact is they absolutely do not know until they do that cath. So what they ought to say is, we're going to take a cath, we're going to look, and if there's a blockage, we may do stents or a bypass. And with stents, we'll do it at the same time, if needed. And that's the way it needs to be worded. Not, I believe you need a stent or two, and then, no, you really didn't need anything. You didn't even need this heart cath. Anyway, I come out to move the car, like I said, and they think she'll go home in like the next probably hour and a half, maybe. All of our dogs are down at the neighbors that live right next to us. They love dogs. They've got 6 dogs. So all the doggies are playing, so that's good. I'm ready to see my pooches, though. And we're ready to see the babies. That's what we call our cats, the babies. Hello.
Hi, everyone. I'm back.
She's back. Show them your little boo-boo.
Well, you can't really see it. It's just in the wrist. That's where they went in. Talk about scary shit, though, going in there. All the prep work they do, and I was scared to death. But, as Larry told y'all, I guess I'm going to live for a while. Discouraged a little bit, you know, because I'm not going to feel any better until we figure it out. But we'll figure it out one step at a time. Right?
Yeah. We've actually done some research ourselves, and we're going to talk to him. Yeah, I see him. We're going to talk to him about, there's another kind of angina called microvascular angina, and it's when the tiny arteries that are in the heart itself compress and contract, and it gives you, I mean, it's exactly the same thing, only there's no actual major artery blockages, which is good because then you don't have like the widowmaker, you know, but you can still have a heart attack.
And you still have the same symptoms as if your major arteries are
clogged. Yeah. Clogged. So the problem with that, and actually, I mean, it looks like a sound theory. The issue with that is it's inoperable. They can't go in and clean that out in any way, and they can't do any sort of bypass or anything. So you have to manage it. You basically have to, like, for lack of a better term, douche out your lifestyle. No, you know, obviously no smoking. You have to, all your eating habits have to change. You almost have to, like, self-medicate in a way.
Which I'm really a pretty good eater anyways. Larry will vouch for that. You know, I'm the one that'll eat, what do you call it, zucchini and summer squash for a snack or something. I mean, yeah, I like my cake too, don't get me wrong, but I eat pretty good, and I always have. I've got heart disease all through my family, though. Cholesterol, everybody in my family, going back to my grandparents have had high cholesterol. My cholesterol is 321.
Debbie eats probably better than 60% of the people I know. Maybe better. It's not unusual for her to eat a truly healthy salad with, like, no meat, or eat, you know, summer squash and zucchini or something for dinner even.
Lots of veggies.
She eats lots of vegetables. She's never been a huge meat eater. So
I do like steak.
Yeah, but I mean, that's something we have maybe once a month, tops.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know. I'm a much worse eater than she is. So we don't know. The doctor was pretty certain that it was hereditary. That's what really like sounded his bells off more than anything.
He was wrong though. He was wrong to the tune of $4,000 cash pay. I'm wrong. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have clarification.
Right.
Like I said earlier in the video, I'm not thrilled with the wording he used going into this thing. He felt sure about something, and it didn't pan out, whereas he should have just said, hey, we're going to do an exploratory thing, and the end result may be blah. And that's not how, I mean, he stood right in front of us and was like, I feel you're going to need a stent or two and blah, and we need to do this real fast. So anyway, so that's it. That's the conclusion of basically Debi's heart cath and what was supposed to be stents and a bypass, but
Nothing.
that we came out of it with some clarification, though. I guess. I don't know. I almost feel like we got as many questions, maybe even more questions now than anything. But anyway, everybody have a good day.
Happy
And
Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
out.